Yeah. In terms of I guess there's a lot of people who are in leadership positions now who could possibly be struggling with, the same sort of issues and not have that support. So in those early days, I guess you were looking at different frameworks and the way that other leaders lead others and different sort of leadership styles. But how did you know which sort of direction to take? Was it just instinctive, or did you have to go and do some research around different frameworks, and how did that sort of sit with you at the time, and how does it sit with you now? So over time, you've obviously worked your way into your own leadership style, and now you've created your own framework. But back then you would have had to draw on, existing ways that people lead, and we know that over time leadership has changed. And you mentioned before about having to know all the answers, and that need to sort of control things and make sure everything's perfect or everything's going smoothly all the time. How did you sort of come to the realization that that needed to shift over time? It's
Uh,
kind of a roundabout question,
yeah,
but
I,
you know
I,
what I'm sort of
I do,
trying to.
yeah, yeah. Look, I started to develop a real interest in adult learning, and how and why we do things as adults, and did a fair bit of reading around that space. And I guess I've become a pretty avid reader in the educational and leadership and research world, and that is due to I was seeking something, but I didn't know exactly what it was that I was seeking. And as it turns out, for me, I was seeking a level of structure that I didn't have, and had to sort of find my feet through trial and error, and modeling that off other people. And like I said, I was very fortunate to have some great leaders around me, where the modeling or watching them lead, I was able to learn a lot from. But it started to generate this sort of level of reflection around what I referred to as your leadership story of origin. So what was it in my world that's developed me as a leader? I've got a set of values and beliefs that haven't just appeared, and they've been developed over my life. And there's certain events that have occurred that have meant that I've either built a level of resilience, or a way of dealing with people, or an experience that I personally felt either harmed by or upset by, that now makes me want to reflect